Oh crap, it's time. Oh, hey everyone. Well, 'tis I, the multi-voice reviewer. I have many voices, but one opinion. I think this show might need a theme song. Anyway, besides the catchphrase, I think my show do need a theme song. But anyway, here I am. Behold the wizard! Beware his powers! Unspeakable powers! And this fantasy I'm going to review for the day, folks, I think some of you never even thought of this review. It does declare as a fantasy anyway, a hot fantasy tale that it was written by William Goldman. And he wrote a book before he did the screenplay. And the fantasy movie I'm going to review for you today is none other than The Princess Bride. Yep, believe it or not, the movie was, of course, here's the movie. Yeah, I have the movie on DVD this time. Now, not many people know that it was based from a book before they made the movie based from it. But of course, there's a huge difference. I mean, I'm going to tell you about the movie first, and then I'll tell you the difference between the movie and the book. First, it starts out is this boy named Wesley, who is a farm boy, and he served for this lovely, beautiful woman who goes by the name of Buttercup. Who thought up the name Buttercup for a girl? I mean, I thought you call somebody a buttercup, it's like calling them honey or deer or whatever. Or lamb chop. Not pork chop, lamb chop. But anyway, every time Buttercup tells Wesley something, he always keeps saying this word, as you wish. And she starts to realize that every time when he says, as you wish, it's his way of saying, I love you. Cute. And when she finally realized that she fell in love with him as well, as he is to her, they decided to start a relationship together. But sadly, Wesley has to go on his own adventures to find his own wealth. And then and as he took off, the next thing she noticed that there was a news that he was attacked by the pirates, led by the evil Dread Pirate Robertson. So she said to herself, I'll never love again. Until there was a king and queen who chosen Buttercup to be his princess and his bride. I guess that's what the term Princess Bride stands for. Somebody has to be the bride, right? And then all of a sudden, she gets apprehended by three men. A smart, calculated guy who goes by the name of Vicini, who always says, inconceivable! That is inconceivable! And of course, you have Inigo Montoya, the Spaniard swordsman, and Izzy, the giant. They kidnapped her so they can get ransom from Humperdinck. Humperdinck was after her, and then all of a sudden, a strange pirate ship was following them. So they went to the to the highest mountain island, and of course, Wesley went one-on-one with Indigo. And I know some of you are going to be saying, you want me to say that famous line that Indigo always said in the movie. Well, I can't say it, but I do have a good friend who can say it. Hey, Senor Papi, say that famous line! Hola, señorita. En sí, mi amigo. Senor multi-voice reviewer. You want me to say the famous line from the Princess Diary? Okay. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Ha. On guard! Ha ha! Ha ha! Oh, yeah! Oh. Ha ha! Remember, I'm a lover, not a fighter. But I love a good fight, senor. Ha ha ha! Thank you, Senor Papi. Now, folks, Gracias, senor. Oh, by the way, I was wondering, would it be okay if I can come back and review some more Spanish movies? I found a couple of Spanish movies that not many people here have never heard of, and I thought I may return to review these movies, if that's okay with you, senor. Hmm, we'll see. Okay? We'll see. Gracias, senor. Now, if you don't mind, ladies and gentlemen, and senoritas who are watching this, I got places to go, bad guys to fight, and women to swoon. Just in case. So, adios. Alright, thanks. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, Inigo. After Wesley battled against Inigo, he wouldn't kill him because he knows that he is seeking for revenge of a guy with 6 fingers on his right hand. Well, right hand, yeah. But it turns out it's the Count who works with Prince Humperdinck. But anyway, throughout the story, Vizzini told Izzy, the giant, played by Andre the Giant, the legendary wrestler in history, to find him and hit him with a rock. And he's like, "That's not sportsmanlike." And of course, Wesley battled against Izzy, and well, he knocked him out. A little known fact: this was Andre the Giant's last movie he starred in because after this movie, he passed away due to his growth problem. And of course, he had a really bad back, so they tried his best to make sure his back doesn't bother him. And a little heartwarming notion that the actress who plays Buttercup, after she got out of the water, saved by Izzy from the shrieking eels. What's the difference between the book and the movie? In the book, it was sharks, and Vizzini got the shark's attention because he had a cup full of his blood and he poured it in the water so they can pick up the scent. Because sharks always goes wild by the scent of blood underwater. But anyway, after she got out of the water, she noticed she was shivering. She was really, really cold. But Andre the Giant, who is nice and who is pretty much a gentle giant, a real life gentle giant, he put his big hand right on top of her head, and it really did help keep her warm. But who'd have thought that the actress who played Buttercup all of a sudden appears in the House of Cards, being both a director and all? And yes, I heard about Kevin Spacey. That's why they end the show with him. But anyway, after Wesley dealt with Izzy the Giant, all of a sudden, Vizzini, with a dagger pointed to Buttercup, he decided to challenge him in a game of wit by having these 2 cups of wine, and Wesley had iocane poison, and he's going to do a battle of wit, which is the right cup. And of course, Izzy kept making a lot of speeches, making him confused. He even said, "You really do have a dizzy intellect." Until he finally switched the cup and they both took a drink. But it turns out they both were poisoned. Wesley was building up an immunity to iocane poison. And of course, Buttercup thought he was the Great Pyre Robinson. And when Humperdinck and his men was about ready to find them, she pushed him into the cliff, and Wesley yelled out, "As you wish!" And it finally occurred to her that was Wesley, not Pyre Robinson, who killed her sweet Wesley. So now Buttercup and Wesley had to go through the fire swamps. Every time when they step into one of the grounds in the fire swamp, there's a lot of sound that goes like this. And then there's the lightning sand, which is quicksand. It goes really, really fast. She accidentally fell into the quicksand, lightning sand, and Wesley dived into it and got her out. And then she said, "What about the RUSS? Rodents of unusual size." Well, one attacked them. But after they'd gone through the fire swamp, Humperdinck challenged Wesley for a one-on-one fight to the death. Humperdinck tells him to surrender, but Wesley said, "I will not. Death first." Until Buttercup yelled out, "Will you promise not to hurt him?" But of course Prince Humperdinck said he would not hurt him, but lied to him, taking him to his ship for revenge. But the Humperdinck told the Count, "If you get him, take him to the pit of despair." And the Count said, "I swear it will be done." Until all of a sudden Wesley discovered that they're planning to kill him. They're not going to take him to the ship. But he also noticed that he had 6 fingers on his right hand, and he knows somebody who's after him. And of course, Buttercup had a horrible dream where the prince says that his father passed away, and therefore he marries Buttercup, and she becomes the queen. And all of a sudden, one of the group is yelling out, "Boo! Boo! Boo! Filth! Slime! Boo! Boo! Boo!" And after the dream, she decided to get Wesley back and told Humperdinck that the wedding is off. But Humperdinck lied, and of course he's planning to kill Buttercup after the wedding. And have people in the other country called Gilder to blame for it. Oh, how about that? While the Count, he took Wesley into the pit of despair, and while the albino servant, he asked him, "Where is he?" He said, "You're in the pit of despair. Don't even think. Don't even think about trying to escape. The walls are far too thick." And of course, the Count put him into the machine where he can suck life out of him. Anyway, to make a long story short, Indigo worked for the Brute Squad, and he found Inigo getting drunk, and he says, "I am waiting for Vizzini. He told me to go back to the beginning. So I have. I'm back to the beginning. Now I'm waiting for Vizzini." Until Indigo showed up and told him, Izzy showed up and told him that the 6-fingered man is the Count. And then here's the conversation. So, how many guards are there?
Most of the guards are in the castle, and the castle is guarded by 30 men.
Oh. How many can you handle?
Nothing more than 10.
At least 20 for me. We need one more help.
Well, Vizzini is dead.
No, the man who beat you and beated me and outwit Vizzini. The man in black.
What?
Anyway, my favorite is that Humperdinck is really mad at Wesley because Buttercup still loves Wesley. So out of anger, he turned the machine up to 50, sucking all the life out of him. Inigo and Izzy heard his voice, and of course there was a huge crowd in their way. So Izzy said, "Everybody move!" He's a great help, you know. Anyway, they found his body, and they thought he was dead, but they took him to one wizard-like character called Miracle Max, played by Billy Crystal. What do you want? Are you Miracle Max, who brings up miracles? I was Miracle Max, until that stinking Prince Humperdinck fired me, and thank you so much for that flashback. While you at it, will you give me a nice paper cut and pour lemon juice on it? We're closed! Beat it, or call the Brute Squad.
I'm on the boot squad.
You are the Brute Squad. Look, we got serious manner. All right, bring him in. Ugh, I seen worse. So, we're in big trouble. Don't rush me, Sonny. We're in a big hurry, sir. Don't rush me, Sonny. Russian miracles give rotten miracles. He's a happy man. His family is dying, running out of money. Dang, are you a rotten liar? My father was killed by a six-fingered man, and I'm on a never-ending journey for revenge. Your liars are better. Give me the air pump. I bet he owes you money. Air pump? He's dead. Hoo, look, not so much. Well, apparently your friend here is actually mostly dead. See that? There's a difference between mostly dead and all dead. Papa's mouth. Now, mostly dead. He's slightly alive. All dead. Well, there's only one solution. What's that? Go through his pocket and look for loose change. Hey! Hello in there! Hey! What's so important? You lying there, that's what living for.
True love.
True love, you hear that? There's no better cause than that. True love is the greatest thing in the world. Except for a nice BLT. Except for a nice MLT. Mutton, lettuce, and tomato with the mutton are nice and lean, and tomatoes are ripe. So perky. But that's not what he said. He said, to blame. Means to bluff. Means he played some cards, and he cheated. And his wife showed up calling him a liar. And after the argument between him and his wife, who keeps on repeating Humperdinck, that he always hates hearing, Inigo said, if you bring him to life, he will stop Humperdinck's wedding. Humiliations galore. So he gave him the miracle pill, covered in chocolate. It looks like a piece of chocolate. She said, chocolate coating makes it go down easy. So they finally got into the gate. They scared off the Brute Squad, where Izzy wore a Holocaust cloak and says,
I great power robbers, but you will not be here.
And then he set him on fire. And they finally got into the gate. And finally, Inigo, he found the six-fingered man. And after the whole sword fight stuff, well, say I cannot have Senor Papi back to say it, so I guess I have to say it. He always says, hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. And of course, even though the Count stabbed him, he still is alive and still fighting, going like, hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. And then he finally stabbed the Count and said, I want my father back, you SOB. And surprisingly, oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. There was a priest who talks like this. Marriage. Marriage, what brings us together today. And of course the prince wanted to speed it up, so he told him, man and wife, say man and wife, man and wife. But of course, Wesley told her, did she say I do? And she said, must have missed that. Then you're not officially married. And then they decided to tie up the prince, and Izzy found 4 white horses, so they went off living happily ever after. And of course, it was all told by Peter Falk. Excuse me. Gee, I hate to bother you. I remember the time when I used to be the grandfather who used to tell Frank Savage about the story of the Princess Bride. Anyway, the movie itself is a good movie, and there's a lot of difference in the book than the movie. Like, for instance, there's a really sad ending in the book. In the ending, Izzy's guts came out and died. Wesley starts having rigor mortis and passed out in the horse, and Izzy got completely confused. He went the wrong direction. So it's unknown if they, in the book, did they survive or not. Although the writer did wrote a sequel called Buttercup's Baby, but sadly it hasn't been published yet due to certain movie copyrights and stuff. And of course, Rob Reiner was the one who did this movie. And you know, one of these things about these fantasies, I always like them. They always make pop cultural jokes, always have a big, strong, giant-like character, swashbuckling, a little bit of miracle, and a lot of humor. I mean, there's a lot of comedy going on. It's just too bad I haven't seen fantasies like that before. Oh yeah, they were inspiration for Shrek. Hm. I know you were saying, when do I ever review all these Shrek movies I got? Well, in due time. Right now I'm focusing more on The Princess Bride. So, this is the Wizard of Oz, reviewing you The Princess Bride. So for those of you who likes this review, please leave a comment down below, hit like, and subscribe for more videos. Now, I am getting kind of tired of doing reviews, but I'm doing it for you guys, for you, the fans. So if any of you fans want me to continue on doing a lot of reviews, as you wish.